So where have we spawned? Okay, so we're at the new spawn area. And one of these should be my loot, because I had all this set up to move to bedrock. So I had all my loot from my end chest and my inventory in these chests, so that in case there was any glitches, like the conversion or something, it would still bring everything over. And one of the reasons I didn't actually move to bedrock is because of how broken it was. See, this world has a lot of like redstone and cool stuff that I spent probably months working on altogether, and none of it works in bedrock. Like, it's insane how much is broken when you convert to that game. And yeah, I didn't want to play on a world where none of my stuff that I built worked. It seemed kind of pointless to me. Anyway, we don't need all this stuff on us. We'll take a few arrows. We don't need sea lanterns. Signs in case I need to write something. Map's good. Torch. We do need fireworks though. Let me put all my shulker boxes back in my ender chests real quick. I don't even need the beacon. Probably not going to save this anyways. There's no point spending too long organizing stuff. But yeah, where do we begin? Where do we begin? Jeez, I haven't played this game in ages. The sensitivity feels really weird. Okay, so first of all, I need fireworks. Okay, I'm going to go grab some fireworks and then I'm going to come back just so we don't spoil anything. Okay, so I've got some fireworks now. It should be enough to get to the next area, which should have more. So it should be good. I'm going to start off with probably the first thing that I built. I think we'll go from oldest to newest in the areas. So this is obviously the spawn area. I'm not going to go through this part yet. We'll leave this till later because this wasn't built until much later in the world's life. There we go. So let's start off with my first house. Now, as you can probably tell, I was a bit of a Stampy fan back then, and I still am, but he hasn't been uploading recently. Nothing wrong with that, but I used to watch him all the time. I used to not have internet, so I would download all his videos in like 360p or 240p or something, and I would watch like hundreds of them because it would use the space to download more like that in that quality. I would get so much more content and enjoyment out of it, downloading that many in low quality. Ah, good times. But yeah, I would often try and rebuild a lot of the things he did in his videos, and some of them turned out really good. Like this room, this is based off Lee's room, you probably know from his videos. This room here too. I think this was made quite well. It's off center, but other than that, I think it worked out pretty good. But yeah, there's a lot of things I've built, like the shops and stuff, I've tried to recreate to the best of my ability. And let me just start with a tour of my house, which is a customized version of his house. So I've added a bunch of extra rooms. It's a bit of a different layout, but it kept the same kind of style that he did. And I thought it was pretty cool when I built it. So up here, I don't know what this room was going to be. I think it was going to be like a clubhouse or something, but I ended up not even using it for that. It has a little enchantment area over here. It's not as nice as his, but it did the job for a while. And I think there's even a way to get into the roof, which has nothing in it, of course, except for 3 glass panels. Oh, these are for a beacon. I remember now. It has been a while, so excuse me if I do miss a bunch of things. I know some people that might be watching that have played on this world or might have played on it a few years ago back on 360 when this world originally started. It's been up for a long time. This is like my main survival world, the only one I've ever put so much effort into to create stuff. So this is the room for the snow golem and the iron golem dude. Pretty nice, I think so. We got some little Christmas lights here. My poor attempt at making redstone stuff back then. I'm not going to go through that. It goes to a mine shaft and it tells you a story. It's based off one of his videos. Oof. Throw in 3 gold nuggets to get an iron object. I think this was when I was messing with redstone. If you throw 3 items down, it should, yeah, it puts something in the chest. Pretty useless though. Let me show you down here. This is the dog area. It goes down to underneath the little bedroom. This little secret base thing under there. My recreation of it, at least, is not super good. I don't know why there's ice. Yeah, that shouldn't be. What is that? So let's go this way to the doghouse. This is where I had a beacon set up. I used to have one set up here. It's a rainbow beacon. It took me ages to make, and it makes the server lag for everyone. So I never used it, and I moved it somewhere else. So yeah, it's my little doghouse, and none of these dogs are mine anymore because I converted the world to Xbox One, and that did something with the ownership of the dogs. So now I don't own any of them for some reason. But yeah, it's got a little machine for meat, bones. I even did a little fire escape. This goes up to a little yeah, it goes up to a little flying machine, I think. One of the little slime block ones. It's in like a little garage. It was a bit of a random thing I made. Down here goes to a secret base. I think I remember the code. Isn't it down, up, down, down? Yeah, that's it. This goes into a secret base. Got a little cake machine. Oh, I remember making this. So you put in the ingredients. There's actually a little thing down here. A T flip-flop that opens a door on the side. And that goes to like the emergency cake area. Yeah, I didn't do anything down there. It just goes to a mine, but emergency cake area, that's pretty cool. These are all the ingredients for the cake. So I think it was, let me try and remember. 5 wheat, milk, TNT for the explosion, sugar, 2 cocoa beans, 3 eggs, 2 whole, 1 cracked. And you put in a bit of magic. You compile the ingredients, do that a few times so they all get mashed together. And then you eject the cake. I don't know why that was pulled down already, but... So yeah, this light lights up when you have all the stuff in there. It lets you eject the cake. Pretty good. It's annoying to reset though, so I never use it. We got the little time machine thing. Begin trip. I don't know what it does. I think it just makes noise. I've got some glitched nether portals down there. Oh yeah, you can see them. They're really weird. That's a thing that happens when you update the game from an older version. Alright, let's go out this way. See, I don't want to make this video too long, but at the same time, there's a lot that I want to show off. Like, I don't want to miss anyone's little base or something. This little thing under the stairs, I think it's for the redstone, yeah. It's for this little light thing on the other side, I'll show you. It also goes to the firework dispenser thing. I don't know why I built this. I saw it on PC or something and it looked really cool, but I could never get it to look smooth on here. So that's how that's made. I'll show you this while I'm up here. So there's a little water fountain and it's got some dispensers in it. So if you press fireworks, send some fireworks up. Same with snowballs. That's what the redstone goes down to. I think that's alright. Oh, we haven't gone there yet. Let's go this way. Because all these entrances link together. So this one goes outside. And that one goes downstairs. The other one goes upstairs. That's the main front entrance there. It's just a hallway. Let me show you the chest room. I tried to use the same floor he did from one of his videos, but the chest texture changed. So it doesn't look quite as good as his does anymore. But I believe his changed as well from one of the updates, so it's about the same. I wanted to be accurate, but I wanted to add features that would help. So I added a super smelter here. You can just chuck in the items you want cooked in here. Let's say I want to cook a sign, even though you probably can't. And yeah, you press this button to inject coal. We'll cook it, and it will come out on this chest. We've got a bunch of terracotta in there. That's pretty good. There's also a ladder. This goes to the top. I might as well show you that now. There's the roof, nothing in it. There's a lot we have to get through, so I don't want to show off all the little tiny uninteresting bits too much. But yeah, there's a lot to get through. This video is going to be so long. I'm calling it now. So here is where I did the map room achievement. You would come up here and you just replace this map if you wanted the achievement. But yeah, I spent a long time mapping all this out with my Elytra once those were introduced to the game. You can see a little sneak peek of some of the world. This is a bit outdated. This hasn't been updated for a while. Interesting. Wonder what that is. We'll show that off later, but I'll leave you wanting more as usual. A little exit thing here, but it seems to freeze for some reason. That's one way down. I don't know what this is. I don't know what I was thinking with this. I wanted to try out daylight sensors, I think. But they don't really work. They're supposed to light up these depending on the time of the day. I don't know what this was. I was just like, I'm bored. I'm going to jump on and build some weird light thing with redstone that doesn't even work. Weird staircase as well. This should go to... Yeah, I didn't even link it up. So I was so unimpressed with the result of it. Alright, so let's start with the first floor. So the entrance over here. That's where you come in. There's a little doorbell. I've got the fire alarm, of course. Opens the emergency exit. Plays the fire alarm sound. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you have to press the button to open it. Main hall. This thing just goes up here. Yep. Let me show you. We'll go down there last because that's where we're going to exit from. Actually, no, we won't. We'll go down here now. Why not? YOLO. So, this is one of the first things I built when I first started this house. This is a little slime farm / mine. It was just a mining area, but slimes happened to spawn in it quite well. So yeah, this is where I just did a bit of my mining when I first started this world. It's not that big of an area, so yeah, it's not that impressive. But I found a few good diamonds down here, so it's pretty good. I don't know what this was. Some weird attempt at redstone. Sheet to fly up this ladder. Oh. Close enough. Got a little working desk. Nice chandelier. A little water stream. Crafting room. You can see where this came from. I wanted to recreate a lot of his things. Even if they were a bit out of place, it seemed like it worked quite well. Have a little crafting room there. Got the lava room, of course. Far away from all the wooden parts of my house. Didn't want any chance of something catching fire, you know? Because I've had bad experience with that before on the mobile version. I built a nice wooden house and I put a fireplace in it. Did not end well. Okay. Brewing area. Some potions I got there, made already. I got the minecart track. This goes to spawn, all the way to spawn. You would not believe how long this took to make. Props to people that build minecart stations everywhere. This took a long time. I'm not even kidding. We got the nether room, which I've stolen lava from for some reason. There used to be lava on the side, but I guess I needed some more. Lava is expensive. Lava is very expensive. Okay. Let's go. Let me show you something actually. There's a little hidden button right there. This opens the door. Oh, you gotta be quick. Actually, no, you don't. You gotta shoot it with your bow, I think. Yeah. Oh, well, it's still closed anyway. This is what's inside. It's an emergency bed, emergency storage chest for secret stuff. That's how the redstone works. Just throws an item on the press plate. And you press this button here to exit. There you go. So here is another secret. This bookshelf looks really out of place, so it's kind of obvious, but if you throw an item down there, it opens up my first Jeb door, I think it's called. 2x2 flush piston door with some iron diamond ore. I got that with the silk touch pickaxe. It is possible in survival if you know how to do it. But this is where I would keep my armor, because diamond armor used to be so expensive to make. Well, it costs the same now, but at least you have mending, so it doesn't cost as much to repair it. And I would never use the diamond armor. I was always using iron armor in this world, because diamonds were so hard to get. Then once they added mending, I took it out, I enchanted it more, and made it better, worth using. The force close. This thing auto closes after 5 minutes, so we'll just leave it. Oh, the Bat Cave. Only pull lever if you're Bruce Wayne. Wayne, even. I think only the right lever does something. Oh no, alright, so what this does is it opens the door when you pull this lever, but then when you walk in, it's supposed to close once you stand on a pressure plate. Once you stand on these ones. The problem is, mobs spawn in here and they walk all over the pressure plate. And they screw up the timing and stuff, and the thing ends up staying closed whenever you pull the lever. But down here I wanted to build like a bat cave of some sort. With some super dark vibes to it. I think it would have turned out well, but I kind of gave up on building in this area, so it never got finished. And it didn't look very good, like the entrance wasn't very welcoming. So a lot of people missed out on it, and I didn't want to spend so much time on something that no one would ever see. If you know what I mean. Down here we got Squid Hunter's room. I don't know what this used to be, but Squid Hunter took it over, and this is his room. Looks alright. Got a little view out here. That's the tunnel that goes to the mine shaft. And it is a mine shaft. It's not a stronghold or anything. It's just a mine shaft. If you needed cobwebs or cave spiders. We got a glitch map. That's interesting. I don't know how that happened. I think it was an update that caused that. But yeah, it's a glitch map. We got a little exit here with the beacons I moved. I don't know where that goes. Must be to the beacons to change them or something. We got a button. Opens a little staircase. Which nearly crushed me. I'm sorry, I can't speak today. It just takes you downstairs quicker, sort of. Not really. Oh, I'm trapped down here now. Great. Press this button. There we go. Don't know why I built that. It's not any quicker than just going down these stairs. It seemed like I was really eager to add something here, but there wasn't any space. Here's the bathroom. Hot and cold taps. This, there's something behind this. Yeah, redstone. So I covered that up. Got a little toilet. Worst attempt ever. Bathtub. Don't know what that is. Here's the library. Interesting library. It's not really, but press this button. It opens the fireplace just like Stampy's one. Although his looks much better. Because I watched the videos in such a low quality, I didn't get that good of a scale for how big everything was. This is the little trap thing. It says LOL. And you drop down when you open the chest. Funny. When I built this house, I wasn't very good with redstone. Whoops. Because I think this was on 360 before they added a bunch of stuff. I think this was before even hoppers were added to the game. It was a long time ago when I built this house. That was new though. That was that I added later on. Alright. Let's go to the guest room. This is where I have people stay if there's no beds available, if you don't have your own room in the house. Even though that's not really enough beds, because you can have like 16 players I think on this version. So yeah, that wouldn't be enough for anyone. Here's my super secret vault with diamonds inside of it. Oh, I love that. It's got trash in it. I don't know what this is. Oh, I was growing mushrooms and I was trying to keep the room so that it was dark. So I didn't have the door, like I removed the door and covered it up. And I added this so that we could go inside without like letting the light in through the door so it wouldn't be lit up all the time. So here is the room of no requirement. P.S. Diamond axe and chest. Oh, cool. Let me get the diamond axe. Oh, it doesn't even work. Well, what it's supposed to do is set off this redstone, push this piston, break that block with the sign on it, and break all these signs and drop the carpet down. But apparently it's broken for some reason. I think I must have not built it right. Oh, this was a spare room for someone. I don't think they ever joined though. Made a long time ago. We got a little exit thing up here to the surface. Okay, let's go back this way. Where's that zombie? I don't know. So if we go up the stairs, there's 3 floors to this, I think. That's the chest room right here. Another entrance to it. Here we got the kitchen. And the... oh, the TV's gone. Whatever. Kitchen and the living room. We've got the mushroom, or another mushroom farm with roof access from the library. Okay, so you need to get to the roof. Mobs spawn in there all the time, so that's why it's got the press play on the door. We got the... oh, it's the living room, just in there. Got the beacon management. So you can change the beacon effects if you needed to. I, for some reason, had more diamonds than iron at one point. Because there was nothing to spend diamonds on if you didn't have armor and you only used like 3 or 4 tools. You would have lots of diamonds spare back in the day. Especially if there were duplication glitches. Usually only worked for ores and stuff, so you had a lot of those. Here we got a strangely lit room. Oh, what could this be? It's a bed. Spoiler. Got a spa. Don't know what that was. Failed attempt at the spa. Infinite cobblestone though. This I think works. Until you break the obsidian by accident. Because there's a haste beacon right next to us. But yeah, the cobblestone goes in the chest and you get the cobblestone. So that's pretty good. I know there's a water room somewhere even. Ah yeah, here's the clubhouse. A bit different to Stampy's, but don't know how... oh, wow. So it looks like snow has covered up most of the roof. That's interesting. I remember this area not being in a snow biome when I first started building in it, so it must have been some sort of seed glitch when it updated. I'm not sure. The way this game works is very different to the Java and other versions. In some ways, like when they update it. But yeah, when you put this disc on here, it activates this light, I think. Here in the DJ booth. With the little Samsung computer. That's funny. Some speakers. And there's even a little area for the bar to go put the drinks in. Down there. I think I've missed some rooms. Oh yeah, this one. Infinite water room. I think that's all for the house. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like all for the house. Okay, what should we move on to? What was a zombie? Let me test my arrow skills. Fun fact, my bow has mending and infinity, because you used to be able to put both on it back before they removed it. So this is a very good bow. You can you can get this in legit survival if you enchanted it at the right time with the right update. So yeah, it's really hard to get it. You probably can't get it now though, because you have to play on the latest version of it. We've got the very valuable dragon egg just chilling right here. Ready to be stolen, of course. Here's a little mob farm. Doesn't really work. It's too small. Sometimes you get creepers and stuff coming up here, but I've really never ever get any use out of it, so yeah. This whole area, it's a desert under here, by the way. But I kept blowing it up with creepers because I was so bad at avoiding them. And it was all sand, so I was too lazy to repair it because you had to get more sand because of the way it destroyed items. There used to be another pyramid here too. I don't know why I built pyramids. I think this one looks alright. Here I was trying to screw with the portal. Make a glitch or something. There is actually a village over here. I'm sure you know what a village looks like. You can just see it down there. But yeah, I built up the ground all around this and flattened it out. Here's another village I screwed with. It's got a broken house because there was a mob spawner under here and I kept wondering why there's spiders coming up on this area. That's why. Found it. God damn it. Fireworks. Alright, let's move on to the theatre and boat area. Now, I should have made a better entrance to this. I really should have. I think I did at one point. I made stairs and then a creeper blew me up and killed me, so I didn't save or something. But yes. This is the theatre area. You would come and get your tickets over here. You'd open the doors for them, if you were working here, of course. And then you'd lock it again so that they couldn't get inside. Then they'd come get their snacks. Pay for them, obviously. And you'd pass them their snacks and they'd go to their little area. Sit down and watch the show. Got little towers over here if you want a better view. But really, you get a much worse view than the front. And what I thought was cool is there's a little like control area up here. So you got your music, you got your sound effects. You got your button here which does more sound effects. This one does nothing. This one starts the show. It closes the curtains, but not really, because I don't know how to make curtains. Well, I could have, but when I made this, I was not very good at redstone. So you can't make the whole thing fold away. That would take a long time as well. But the minecart doing the lights, very loud, of course. Let's use the other exit over here. Let's go backstage. Exciting. Okay. So here's the Castle Hunger Games. Very unique thing to put in a castle, but I wanted to build this castle and I wanted to build this door. I didn't know what to use the inside of it for. I didn't want to spend ages making something inside of it, so I just made it into a Hunger Games arena. So you got your little control panel open, and the close button. There's also one on the inside, so you can lock people out. We got these chests so you can dump all your loot. Interesting. I've been here before. So you dump all your loot in there, you come in here, set your spawn. This should be closed. So you would go in here, everyone would go through their door. You get to here, that would open. There's a skeleton right there. Wait. You'd come to the chest, go raid them. And there's a little bit of ladder parkour to a bow up there, but that takes a long time to get. You can even climb up to the top of it. This isn't a great arena, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there was not much cover to go behind. I think down here there was a diamond. No, there was a bow with like no health and a iron pickaxe for some reason. Yeah, interesting. I wish I got more fireworks from the house. See, the problem is when I moved from this house, like I didn't live in this house long, maybe a year or so I was in that house. Then I was like, no, I don't want to live there anymore. It's too old. Doesn't have enough space for me. So I built another house, which we'll get to soon. We got the Chris Pro sign. I like putting those up everywhere. They're pretty nice. This sugarcane has been here since like the day I played on this world. been there a long time. The first day even. This is a really bad boat. Like, it's got nothing on the inside. It doesn't even look good from the outside. I don't know why I built it, because it's not even, like, the boat can't go anywhere. It's just trapped here. That water doesn't go anywhere. Like, at all. Yeah. But what I do really like is this river over here. This goes all the way through the map. So this goes all the way to spawn over there. So I have a little boat station, so you can go down here, make your way to the bridge if you want, and then go outside to the other side of the map as well. I think that's pretty cool. I like how that river was generated. Alright, this is a recent addition. What does the sign say? I'll be back in 10 or less. Of course it does. GSL's house. Don't know what he was doing here. It's got a little nether portal. Little shulker boxes. Gunpowder. Oh. Could make some fireworks even. Oh yeah, I think he was selling fireworks. JSL was on one of the players on here. I don't think he was very active though. So here we have the little farming area. I used to have rabbits and pigs and cows and well, I have sheep, but what was this one? Mushrooms. Yeah, cows and mushrooms, but I could never find any because they wouldn't spawn because there's a weird like mob cap on this version, so you can't have that many animals. Like, this was the max amount of sheep for a while. I had to keep killing more that spawned in. It was really weird. But yeah, they can't jump out. You just go down there and you shear them and you put the wool away in the chest. This is one of the first things I built. Little chicken farm. When they added hoppers, I even built a little storage area down here. And they all go into the hoppers automatically. So when these chests fill up, I think what it's supposed to do is set off an alarm, which flashes this. Oh, it used to set off an alarm where it would play a noise and this would flash, but it got annoying because it was always filling up, so I think I just made it into a solid light. Yeah, there's plenty of eggs in there if you need them. That's the chickens. That's the max amount of chickens you can have, funny enough. Alright, this is the tree farm. A completely manual tree farm. Come in here, you break these down. The saplings would fall in there. They'd come down this way. Pick them up, put them in the chest, replant them. All the wood on this one. Pretty alright. Pole for dogs, of course. And because I can, hashtag upside down tree. Here we got little horse stables. I don't remember what I built over here. There was something. There was something under this. I think it was like an auto sugarcane farm, but I ended up removing it. Because it didn't work. So I tried to build it above ground for some reason. Down here, if I don't die. This is another recent addition. A wither skeleton farm. And it actually works. I can't show you how, but it does actually work. So wither skeletons would spawn in. Just like that. They'd come down here. You'd whack them with your sword. I think you need a different sword. Yeah, you need smite 5 instead of sharpness. Mine only has sharpness. But you whack these guys, they drop their loot. And it would go up these machines. Oh, it went up the other side, damn it. Well, there we go. Goes up there into the hoppers. Gets automatically sorted into the chest. and you grab your wither skulls, which I had a lot of. Jeez. Damn. That's dangerous. Yeah, that's how that works. I'm going to point out now that a lot of places have a nether portal, and that's because they're all linked together in like a little nether hub type thing. So you can travel really quickly to different places if you wanted to. I can remove this. Jeez, this doesn't need to be there. Same with this. Why do I have empty chests floating around? Oh god, I don't want that. Oh, a lighthouse. Let me show you that. Another thing based off of Stampy Lighthouse Art Gallery. Fighters. Nothing back there. Had all the names of the paintings around. Yeah. Got the Love Garden. Chris Pro Edition. So I just put in a bunch of names that I saw in his videos, and I added my own from people that played on it. Obviously Notch did not play on it. Nor did Team Mojang, but you can always dream. Yeah, there's a lot of people missing from that. It wasn't anything, it was just like a joke thing. It wasn't anything like serious. Where we would add everyone. Ah, the clock tower. 23.8 hours of building time. This thing looks insane. This is one of the newer things I built where I focused so much on detail and made sure to get every single block right on Stampy's video. I even did all the torches going all the way down, exactly the same distance. Every side of this thing is scale perfect. Is that a word? Scale perfect? Does that make sense? Whatever. It should be exactly the same as his. Got the different clocks in the store. And there's actually, I added my own thing in here because the inside of the tower is empty on his. But on this one, press the secret button. You go up here. If you're quick enough, you get into the hidden parkour area. And you can do the parkour up there. I wonder if I could do this. Oh jeez. Oh, this is not easy. Oh. Oh, not these jumps. Oh, no. Failed it. Yeah, but there's like 3 or 4 levels of parkour going up. That was always fun. You take the normal way, climb the ladder, and I'm out of fireworks. Oh, jeez. Fireworks and ladders do not go well together. We'll have to go back there later and check out the top. In fact, let's just cut ahead now. I'll show you real quick. Here we go. Approaching the top of the clock tower. We get this little different wall style with the tea time tea shop. This is again from Stampy's video. You got a little piano, and their view from up here is insane. I love this place. I'm so glad I built it. It was so much fun getting it all nice and accurate. But yeah, this is probably the best creation I've ever built based off Stampy's world. I really think it turned out well. You can of course go all the way up to the top as well. And this is what people often use as an elytra jump station. It worked out well, yeah. This is a good time to show off the Chris Pro sign. This is before I changed my channel name to just Chris Pro, but it looks alright. If I do say so myself. Yeah, it took ages to get all the wool for that. I'm not even kidding. Took like a few days of sheep shearing while I was building other things just to get enough wool. Now this I wanted to be my new base, but I ended up building it way too small. Like way too small. I had this dream that I'd build a massive airship that was like 200 blocks long, and no, it did not work out. It's just a little tiny thing with a restaurant inside though, and a kitchen, and another portal for nether access, so you can get up here without wings if you wanted to. Which of these paintings is it? This one. This is where you fire the cannons. We'll leave these on. Let's go through this way. This also goes down to the rooms down here if you wanted to stay in the little hotel thing. Everyone has names from my main plays. Oh, and there's mine. Mine's empty. 'Cause I'm lazy like that. These are a lot of the main people that played. The most active player was probably EKKAM04 or EKM04 I call them. He built a lot in the new area, and he helped out a lot in this area as well. Mainly with those builds down in that area. So this is the hotel. This was one of the first things I built in this area. The lighthouse, I think the lighthouse was after this even. I don't remember. This was long ago. Like on 360, I only did the lighthouse, maybe the hotel, and half of that creeper thing. Oh god. See, there's mobs everywhere. I have not lit this place up well. Where do you even spawn? Who knows? Yep. So these signs were added recently. Admin board, untrusted players. Oof. Better blur that out. Trusted players board. Oh yeah, so these are some of the main people that came on. Yep. Welcome to Chris Bro's 1-star Snowtel. 1 star? Oh, someone must have changed that. It used to be 5-star. The bathroom. Impressive counter is unattended. Oh, I was very impressed when I did this. I changed it so you could configure the lighting on the front. Make it flash like that. Kind of cool. Also a massive lag machine, so we don't leave that on. But yeah, you got your staff only area. All your rooms with the staircase to get up to them. None of them are locked for some reason. But yeah, you can... No one likes these stairs, like the design of it. But it's good that you can just jump down from any floor into the water. That'd be good. There's the penthouse. Someone bought that. Or claimed it. Yeah, everyone has a balcony too, so... Double fresh plate. Okay, we got something I was bored, so I made this. Chris Bro's incredible force field door. Doesn't open. Opens. Magic. I used to have a maze over here, but it was really bad, and everyone who played on here kept trying to go through it and spent like 20 minutes on it getting stuck, so I removed it. It's not something I wanted people to be looking at first when they spawned in, and it was really uninteresting too. Here's the creeper coaster, and everyone always tries to ride it, but I never finished it. I never finished it, not even kidding. Like, I did maybe a tiny bit of the underneath, like this whole underground area. Well, it's a bad example. If I go like closer, if I go closer this way, should be good. Yeah, this whole underground area is all like fake land, all built above like the normal land. There's mobs down here too. Wow. But yeah. I cleared out a bunch of underground space for it. and no one used it. Roller coasters take a long time to build, especially if you have to do it underground, clear out the whole area, build all the walls, gather all the wool for the walls even. It takes forever. Here we got some floating sand. There used to be a glitch you could do to make the sand float. Now it does not work, so that's magic that's still there. Here's the haunted house. You're supposed to put this disc in. It opens the door. Why is there a zombie in there? Oh no, arrow! Pumpkin, scary. Cake, let's eat it. Oh, dead. You got a little dungeon area. And there's supposed to be mobs in here, but no one ever spawns. And finally, we have the T flip-flop pressure plate, which turns off the lights. And that's it. Based off Stampedes, but not built very well. This has been my, like, younger days when I was not good at building, but like to try for some reason. These are all the arrows from the airship falling down. This I'm actually proud of. It's the pixel art chest based off the quest series that Squid did. Rebuilt the chest with Stampy. Double door, single press plate, magic. And we got little theme tunes too. Zelda. Which kind of ruined it, but we got Mario as well. Why? Where is that witch? Let's try if it's up here. There was a glitch to duplicate the dragon egg back in the day. Don't believe it still works, but that's how we got extras, because people kept messing with the one I put on display, so we had some backups. And that's the kind of thing you have to do in a multiplayer world like this. You have to like take care of the important world stuff. Moving on, we got the temple. Sorry, no, tumble tower, not temple. That's a little mini game, most boring mini game ever. Everyone wants to play it though. Here's the Guardian Farm entry. This is based on Mumbo Jumbo. This is one of the best things I've ever built, but this track doesn't go all the way. It only goes to like there. And you have to fly the rest of the way, so we're going to have to pick up some fireworks as well if we want to check that out. Or we could just use the nether portal. Tell you what, let's do that. Let's take the nether portal. It'll give me a good chance to show off what the nether hub looks like as well. So for the main nether area, we've got all these different portals. Just go to different people's bases, different farms. That's my house one there. This is that little just JSL house. And yeah, this is all built in the nether, so one block here is 8 blocks in the overworld, not otherworld. Sorry. And that one goes to spawn. So if you're spawning at spawn, you can go through here and go straight to your house if you wanted to. Now the old, I want to say old, it's not really old, but the Guardian Farm over here is broken. It was broken in an update, as most things were. And basically the Guardians don't spawn properly anymore. And it's incredibly inefficient. So I've had to build another farm somewhere else, but we'll get to that when it comes. And I love how this is all built over lava. That looks incredibly safe. You can imagine how long that took to build one block at a time, crouching over the edge with gas shooting at you. Not fun. Okay, so this is when I was watching Exuma quite a bit on the Hermitcraft 4, I think it is, series. Back in those days, I would watch his videos a bit, and he built the creeper farm design. And I tried it on console, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work well, I should say. Yeah, because it doesn't, the carpet doesn't stop other mobs from spawning like it does in PC. So it's kind of useless. Here's the elevator. Let's see if it works today. Oh, it does. This is really cool. But I could never show this off because this is out in multiplayer. like with other people in it. And you fall through it and it kind of kills you half the time. But for solo, it's usually fine. This is the area I cleared out for the slime farm. Oh, ignore that. That's something you do, something the game does when you fly for some reason. Everyone else says, no, that doesn't happen. No, I've never heard that. But they're lying. They just haven't used an elytra before. Here is one of the things I'm most proud of. One of the best recreations I've done from when I was watching Mumbo Jumbo. He built this Guardian Farm design. And it's really cool. I'm so proud of this. I copied each block. I paused the video and looked at like the replay he did from the above, like bird's eye view. And I copied each block. I counted along, made sure it was exact, and it all linked up perfectly. And absolutely not on the first try. So I'm impressed that it actually worked out. Here it is on the map. You can see I've, if you look at my survival series on PC, we're doing another farm similar to this right now on a server. Oops. There's a squid ink area if you wanted to get ink. There's a minecart that goes around, so if squids die on the edge over here, the minecart will come and pick it up with a little hopper, and it will put the ink in this chest over here. It does work quite well, usually. Except the minecart's glitched all the time. Alright. Remember this water giving me so much trouble. Because I would try and add... I would try and remove this glass. And then the water would all pour in. And it would take ages to drain out. Because you'd have to fill up the whole thing with sand, sponge it out. It's not a good experience. It usually takes 2 days worth of time. This is it. Guardian Farm Killing Chamber and Sorting System designed by Mumbo Jumbo, built by Seafix Pro. And I added my own additions to this. But when the farm broke, we removed the killing thing, the killing piece. So it's only on auto kill mode now. As you can see, it does work. But it's not efficient enough to use for XP, so we disabled the XP mode, which would normally be this button. It doesn't do anything now because we removed the XP thing. But yeah, you'd kill them, you'd put in your loot in here, it would run it up through the elevator, but apparently the hoppers have been stolen from underneath the chest. And yeah, it would sort in all these chests as well. You could enchant over there. And if you wanted to, you could sneak peek behind the farm and see how it all works. It's a pretty basic design. There used to be a beacon here as well. We removed that when we moved to the new farm. And yeah, there's also a dungeon over there. Never did anything with that. See, this farm was really cool, but one of the problems was it was too far away from everything, so we could never use it. I'm going to just check my backpack real quick in case we have fireworks. It might be quicker to fly back and use the portal. Oh good, we do. We have fireworks. This is my emergency stuff, so if we need to like... I normally have like a boat and some water and stuff in here, like common items that could be useful for creating infinite blocks and stuff, but it's... I haven't been keeping it up in stock recently, apparently. But yeah, this is where it's starting to lag. I love that island there. It's really nice. Get a good overview of this. There you go. This is where the minecart would have gone. All the way along here. But it doesn't go this far. It's a long way away from where that portal was. Yeah, and we by the time we started building the track, it was already broken, the Guardian Farm, so Yeah. Here's something you've probably seen before in a past video. I did a video transporting a charged creeper, and it came from this charged creeper farm. And the way this works is you set it up to lure a bunch of creepers in here. You trap them inside. Like you lure them in through the top, like you bring them in through that hole. You trap them inside, and then when lightning strikes any of these netherrack blocks, these will become charged creepers. Then you just release them. They go down the water, and they would come out over here, ready for you to move. This was just a temporary type of thing, so I didn't put too much effort into making it look nice. It's also in the middle of nowhere. There is a little like chill area over here, a little farm. AFK fish farm. Oh, and I completely forgot about this. There was a double, like randomly, there was a double skeleton spawner. So I was like, I'm going to use this as a skeleton farm. So I built a skeleton killing area. You can turn it on by disabling the lights. It has an auto kill mode and a manual kill mode. They normally can shoot you in the manual kill mode. Bit of a lighting glitch there. I should fix it. Yep. So you kill these guys. Then you drop the loot down. And it goes up the machine into a chest. There we go. Quite proud of that. And this is where I would AFK waiting for the creeper to be struck by lightning. Yeah, there's the minecart track under the water right there. It's like as far as it goes. Okay. This is a post office. Should I even bother showing this off? Might as well. Everyone's got a little mail chest. You got a little flap delivery service. Release the delivery chicken. Kind of like Stampy's. And they got the post area. So you can send mail through. Cactus farm. Incredibly inefficient cactus farm. I built without a tutorial though, so I was like, hey, you need pistons to push the cactus. But no, you don't. You just need a block next to it and it will automatically break. So I ended up building this huge massive thing that would auto activate these pistons to push the cactus when it grows. But no, that's not even necessary. You just need to put a block next to a second piece of it and it will all drop down when it grows. But it does work. It worked quite well. As long as you're in the area, you will have plenty of green dye available to you. Another thing I put effort into. Police station, block for block recreation. Even the signs. And the little dispenser area. Playroom 2. Playroom 1. Interrogation room with all the little... Well, it doesn't have the pieces, but... It's got the jail cells. The food in there. Worked out well. Oh, Temple Trap. This is probably the most fun thing I've ever built. It's a great mini game. It's like hide and seek, basically. You hide in here somewhere. There's lots of places you can go. Like you can go down here. Go down under this. Hide through here. And yeah, you can even go upstairs. All the way to the top. And chill in this area. But the seeker spawns like right over here. They come in through the top of the pyramid. And then they go seek for you. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Waste place recycling factory. So you put in your stuff you want to recycle. You send it up. This one doesn't work. Oh no. Doesn't work. It must have been broken in an update. Damn it. Alright, let's say we wanted to recycle these bones. If I do this, cover it up, it should work. Oh no, it's the piston, it doesn't work. Damn. You know what? We're going to make this work. Give me 2 seconds. Break this. Throw in the items. Place this. There we go. So now we're going to set it to recycle. Enable it. So it would make its way inside the bot and it would come out this chest. If you recycled it or if you incinerated it, it would go in here and be destroyed. An incredibly inefficient way to get rid of loads of items. Right here is the Rubik's Cube, which was built very early on, but left completely empty for a long time. Then one day I was like, hey, let's fill it up and actually build the game inside here. So we did that, and it actually turned out alright. Problem is, this thing isn't exactly to scale, so I had to modify it a little bit. So you go enable it, reset, start game. So you'd all jump in your little booth thing. This block would pop up when the game starts. Don't know why it came up for a second then went back up, but yeah, you'd come up and then you'd race up here, try and shear all the sheep and dye them to get your color till you get enough blocks to build up to the little button up there. One on each side, of course, and then if you hit it, you should see... Oh, I missed it. Oh no. Not a good shot. Let me just try this one, it's closer. Okay. When you win, it should set off fireworks, but I guess this is empty. Oh, I don't know. It must be broken, who knows. And then to leave, you have to just disable this. So the game doesn't glitch out or whatever. Oh, here's where you would get set up. So you'd press a button and be like, I want red. So you get all the red dye and the red shears all set up. Here's another one of these doors. I like it. It has a little glass thing inside it. It closes as well. Here's my automated farms. I'm impressed with these ones. Got your melons, pumpkins, sugarcane, and these can all be toggled on and off. So you can be like, I don't want the lag from the sugarcane farm, but I need pumpkins, and I don't want the lag from the melon farm, so I don't care about those. And we'll disable these ones. See? So these are all growing, but nothing's pushing them out, so nothing's causing lag, which is pretty good if you have a few people on and you want to just have a smooth experience. I'm going to turn them back on though. It's not too bad leaving them on like that. Ooh. Except they go crazy when a melon grows. Up here I was going to have some animal farms, like automatic ones. But then I ended up building these like farms again in different areas. So we're like, why bother building them here? Okay. What's this? Let's go with this. The bookshop. This is my attempt at trying to sell stuff. Having some sort of like actual shopping area on the server. So you could buy stuff from these villages. You could buy these books for 5 emeralds each. You could also buy these ones. These are cheaper. Oh no, not. They're more. 10 emeralds for these ones. Oh, because these are items, like randomly enchanted items. Felt like a pretty good deal to me. Don't know why there's a pig in there, jeez. Get in the shop. This is somebody's house. They tried to build a house. But I think you can see how well that worked out. Yeah. I kind of wish I didn't build this. Oh, I didn't build it, but I kind of wish I didn't let them build it because it kind of ruins this area a little bit. Someone else's house over there. This one is based off a YouTuber called Lion Manny. He changed his name to Manny the Wolf, and then he changed his name again to something else. I don't know. I don't follow people that change their name all the time because it gets too confusing after like 2 name changes. You forget who they are again. But yeah, I recreated his house from his survival world, but on here. Block for block. There's a little storage area, his secret room. It was actually completely accurate and perfect. There's even an upstairs area. But I think when I did this, you made a video showing it off. Pretty good. I even built one of his little teleporter things he uses in his videos. So yeah, he can teleport back to his world. But that's all through the magic of video editing, of course. It doesn't actually send you anywhere. Alright, I skipped over a big part of the world. This yellow area here. This is what I call the Achievement Center. And I spent a while making this because I really wanted people to... Like, people who didn't believe me that this world was survival. I made the achievement area so that you could come in here, do a bunch of the achievements, and it would actually prove to you, like, because you can only get achievements if the world is survival. And if you got one of these achievements, you would know it's legit. Like, you'd get free achievements from it as well. So you could get, like if I show you now, like, I have all the achievements for this game. And people are just like, oh, you must have modded it or something to get that many achievements. But no. You build an achievement area, and then everyone can get them as well. Oh my god, spider. So yeah, I have all the main ones here, all the difficult ones at least. Map room was moved to spawn. We have the underwater one, the elytra one, slime block one behind there, iron golem. The beacon one is in here, but it's somewhere else, I think. And yeah, if you came on the world and you're like, no, this isn't survival, I would send you here and be like, get these achievements. He'll prove you wrong. And then they're like, whoa, no way, dude. Sort of how it went. Alright, let's make our way to spawn now. So this is the bridge from the spawn island to the main area. Now spawn is down here. Like, it's this general area over here. Now when this world was first started, you would spawn on the ground. But then the game was updated, of course, and that breaks everything, of course. So now, well, not now, but then you start spawning like up there. Like 100 blocks in the air, in the air. So I had to build another platform so that you wouldn't die every time you spawned in, and you could actually play the game like without, like, because when you spawn in, if you die instantly, there's nothing you can do. You can't save yourself, and you can never play. So I had to build an area for people to land on, so that new players can actually come on and play the game, which they couldn't. But then, of course, another update came along and they broke the game. So I built another platform because they started spawning up here for some reason. Now this is at max height because apparently you spawn at max height in this world. Yeah, but yeah, this area is where you would spawn in. You'd come down here. Be a sign saying go down. You go down here, you wouldn't move, you'd land in the water. This area isn't finished, by the way. This is the last thing I worked on before I quit this world. That's why there's shulker boxes here. But yeah, this is going to be the new spawn area. And you'd chill around here. You'd have a look at the rules. Have a look at the world map, even. Wasn't finished, unfortunately. There would be... That would be the exit to the old world. There'd be a museum here. I don't remember what that would be. I think I had designs for this. I had this all planned out in a creative copy and I was going to rebuild it, but I didn't get the chance to, which is sad. I wish I'd finished it. Got the rainbow beacons there. And here's the boat race thing. So you'd come in here. I think this is built. Yeah, sort of. You come in here. down on the pressure plate to start the race. It would drop down your boat. It would cover it up. And then this gate would open. It should normally be closed though. A lot of this part isn't finished. Oh no, I've got mining fatigue. And the idea was so that when you're up here, there'll be no sign that you're actually up this high in the world. So I was going to build this up a bit to have it like cover up all the way up there. So you'd think that you're really high up in the... not really high up. You'd think that you're really on like ground level instead of in the sky. And it would give you this illusion that you're somewhere that you're not. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, this is the only part that got done. So this is where it goes to the old world. And the thing is, I wanted people that joined in so I could have my game open and joinable. I wanted people that joined in to not have any permission so that they couldn't come to me and break stuff or blow creepers up or whatever. So I had to have gates and stuff so that when they spawn in, they can't break any blocks, they can't open any doors, and there should be no way to escape from that spawn area. And I don't think there is. So it did work out. Now this is the original spawn area from back when you actually used to spawn down here. But it's been changed a lot. You can see from my old videos, it used to be a lot different. But now it looks sort of okay. It could be better. This is where the map room achievement used to be, but now it's up there. Then we've got locations for structures, ocean monuments, desert temples, witch huts, woodland mansions. And yeah, people used to get trapped in here so they couldn't get out. So I'd have this lever to let them out when I was ready to bring them in, show them something. I did have mini games like down here, I think. There are mini games down here somewhere. They were old though, they weren't really well built. There was like a maze and a little quiz area and some parkour. So people that were in spawn waiting for me to release them could actually have some fun chilling out. But I ended up covering it up because it was all broken from updates. Like there was a fishing rod challenge, and that was one of the first parts, and it didn't work because of the fishing rod length that was changed. So you couldn't get past the first level. So people would spend ages on it and waste time. And yeah, I didn't fix it. So here we go. Here's one of the main things in this area. So this is the museum, and I've transported a bunch of mobs and like monuments down here so people can get an idea of what the world is like and what some of the biggest accomplishments are for everyone that played on it. So this is the Elder Guardian. I transported over 2,500 blocks, and I have a little phrase. I said I wanted to jump scare players as they spawned in. I think I did that well. People would come down here and they get little Elder Guardian jump scare thing. It's always funny. Here is the first ever house. Fun fact, the first day I played on this world, I dug into a cave over there. I started a little mine, and I actually found this mob spawner right next to it. Not even kidding, it was right next to it, like that. And then I went off, like the next morning, went off to build my first house. I found that area down that way where I built my Stampy house. I started it, and then I completely lost this area. I did not know where it was. I didn't write it down. I completely lost it. I couldn't find it again. And it sucked because I had a bunch of iron in the furnace. Like a stack or two of iron in the chest. And I was looking for iron and eventually found it. Turns out it was right next to spawn all along. So I built it into the museum. I think it worked out quite well. That is actually where the original area was. I'm not even kidding. There's nothing behind this painting as well, by the way. Everyone tries to jump through it. Here's the Wither area. The Shulker area where I transported the Shulkers through the nether portal. Using boats. You can actually ride in a boat with them. But it's hard. You have to set it to peaceful, otherwise they'll shoot you and basically kill you constantly. Not fun. And here's the YouTube channel little monument thing. So I got my first subscriber, 100 subscribers milestone, 250 subscribers, and then 500 subscribers here. My way to like 500, 100. Each little milestone, it meant a lot. But yeah, here we go. Here's the ocean monument / Elder Guardian one. Here's the charged creeper, which we transported in that video. This is incredibly hard to get. People are like, why has he got lightning on him? Well, because we got him struck by lightning. Yes, that is very difficult. That's exactly how you do it. And then you bring him very carefully into his cage. Also got a zombie. I got a bunch of the mobs over here that I transported from across the world. Standard creeper and skeleton. Evoker, guardian, vindicator, a vex, spider. Don't know what that is. Despawned, baby zombie, pigman, wither skeleton, enderman. That's broken. And that's broken. But yeah, most of them have stuck around. That's pretty cool to show off. A little mob museum right like that. Okay, I think that concludes the old area of this world. The I think it's pre-2018, pre-2017? Something like that. Oh, except for these little things. It's just another recycling factory. Works better though, I'm not gonna lie. There's a little cake bakery thing. But yeah. That's the end of the old area. Let me show you the new area, the new base that was started later on. And I was super into Hermitcraft. You impressed? I quite like this treehouse. This treehouse took so long to get all the leaves for. Like, I'm not even kidding. Weeks and weeks of leaf gathering, building, and I learned so much doing it. Like, I learned so much about the leaves and the way they behave with the lighting and stuff. It was really weird. I have a bunch of screenshots if you look through my Xbox profile of this thing being like half complete and stuff. But yeah, this base over here, I love this area. This is so much better than my first house. And it's not even finished yet. This thing never got finished, and I had so many plans for it, which is sad. But yeah, let's get started. Let's show you the first thing we did. So, as you know, the other Guardian farm broke, so we built a new one. This one out of wood in the jungle theme. And this one actually works. So I took out the auto kill module from the other farm, brought it over here. So if you press this button, it fills up with water. You should get a bunch of guardians coming down like that. You give it like 60 seconds to fill up. Then you take off all your mending armor and elytra. And once you get a few guardians in here, you just walk into the cobweb. You can crouch, but I don't think it makes a difference. No, not really. And then you just pull out your sword and give him a whack. And you level up really quick. Obviously I'm not leveling up very fast because higher levels take longer to get XP, but yeah, this thing works really well. When you want XP, this is the place to go. And yeah, all the chests get auto sorted, and you can even see like the status of it pulling in the items. That lights up when there's an item going through the hoppers. I really like this one. It has some extra tweaks based off Mumbo's things. So I added this. You can get extra fish if you want fish quickly. Let's say I want more food. I want 64 fish because I'm going on an adventure. Let's just pull this and then turn it off when you've got enough. There's even a little secret lever so you can jump out, check out behind of it. This is how the fish machine works. It just cooks the fish automatically because you get raw fish from the Guardians in this instead of cooked fish. There's the beacon, so you get regeneration so you don't die attacking them. And yeah. Oh, over here, I might as well show you. This thing never got linked up to anything, but this is a little spider farm we built. Oh my god, these sea lanterns. The idea was to link this up to a tunnel somewhere, but we didn't ever do that. This is just a little spider spawner, and spiders come down. You can kill them. And all the loot goes in the chest down the bottom. Yeah. It works alright. I think Ekimo 4 really helped with this one. I don't want to take credit for everything. Because I can't fly, do you? This drone thing and this little drone thing weren't built by me. These were built by Ekimo 4. That was his base, and that was his base. And I built him this elevator here. This works quite well. I'll show you another version of this in a second, because there's a few of these scattered around. Because these are the only elevators that actually work in survival on console in multiplayer most of the time. But yeah, we're not gonna... Oh, might as well. I'll give you a quick look on his base. So, he's got parrots. Or are these not tamed? I don't know, it's interesting. He's got a little storage area there. This portal area there. His viewing area here for the treehouse. What I'll actually do is there's another portal over there, down there. We'll just use the nether hub to make our way that way. So if we go down here into the nether hub, I actually built a separate nether hub for this area so it to look a bit nicer. This goes to the witch farm. I'll have to show you. Oh, yeah, we'll show that off later. This one goes for treehouse. This one goes to the mushroom island, and these go to the end portal and with the skeleton farm. And then this goes to standard old tunnels. Jeez, I'm getting so... like my voice is like breaking. Sorry, I apologize. We'll try and get through this all in one take. We're about 1 hour and a half in now. So yeah, this is the mushroom island. And originally it was only about from here to there, that big. But I extended it. And you can see like how big it used to be. And then I built the rest of it. And it all grew up mushroom, what is it called? Mushroom mycelium sand, whatever it's called. Mycelium dirt. Here we have some farms. That's a slime farm down there. Slimes just spawn. And they try and kill the iron golems. But instead they walk into cactus and die. Here is the sugarcane farm. This one's not finished, so it's just manual, sorry, not auto. Here's the new cactus farm. This is how you build a cactus farm, by the way. You don't use pistons. This is very efficient. Very, very efficient. We filled up like 6 double chests with it within like 2 hours of building it. I'm going to save the treehouse till last. So I'm going to just show you quick. This is the mob farm based off of Mumbo's design on the Hermitcraft server, I think. Problem with console is it doesn't spawn mobs very often, so this thing is very, very inefficient, even though all the caves have been lit up and I did my best to make it work. It is usable. Like if you AFK overnight, you'll get a few stacks of stuff. Like I get enough gunpowder and things from it, but it's not very efficient. Over here, funny enough, is where I plan to build a cruise ship. You may have seen it from my survival series. I ended up building it, or starting to build it on there before the world shut down, but I originally wanted to build it right here. That exact same design, but on here. But then I quit. And I want to get into some of the reasons why I quit. The biggest one is that this version of the game stopped receiving updates. And updates were like so important for Minecraft, and yeah, the fact that this game didn't get any more updates means that people were just slowly abandoning it, and you were losing players every day. People were transitioning to Bedrock, which is the new edition of Minecraft, which is this version. And the problem with that is nothing works on it. It's so broken. It's the most broken console game I've ever played. It's so buggy. It crashes every like 5 minutes. It couldn't even convert this world properly. It still doesn't convert the Guardian farms properly. The redstone is all broken. Joining games never works. There's no servers. Like, you can't add a server like you can on the PC version or on even the mobile version of it. It's not playable. It's just it's completely unplayable. So what I ended up doing was I did transfer the world over. I never built anything because I didn't want to play that version. So I continued to play on this version for a while. Then I tried to transfer the world over again. It didn't work properly. Still some broken things. So what I did was I transferred it to the Java version. And I gave it a try on there. Problem is, with the converters I used, it doesn't convert any of the chest contents. It doesn't convert any of the signs. Which you'll see is a big problem because all the items will just be gone. And yeah, we could rebuild that, but then how long is that going to take for yeah. And the biggest one is that the Guardian farms don't work. And the Guardian farms take so long to build. And we can't just spawn another ocean monument. Like, that's not possible. Ocean monuments only exist in certain places in the world. And if it's gone, you have to build a new base somewhere else. And that's not something I was going to do. If we're going to build a new base, might as well start a new world. And that's basically what we did. We joined the server on the PC edition. And I started the new Survivor series. And we carried on from there. Which is kind of sad. I had so many plans for this world, but yeah, it seems like the new version basically ruined it for everyone. Anyway, back to the tour. This is the iron farm, one of them. There's two actually. This hopper line goes all the way to the treehouse, up through the treehouse trunk into the top floor of the treehouse, where all the iron goes through the sorting system, which I'll show you soon. That is the coolest thing in this world, is that treehouse with the sorting system, in my opinion. There's also another iron farm over here with the hopper system that goes through here and links up to the treehouse as well. What I'll do is I'll actually demonstrate this to you. So if we grab a bunch of items... Wait, I don't think I have any, sorry. Yeah, this will work. 12, 8... Yeah, here we go. Bunch of stacks of items. We chuck all these through here. These will all be taken through the hopper system. Make their way to a treehouse. And as we get there, we're going to allow some time for them to go underground through the hoppers. Oh, something cool is that this is actually the edge of the world. You see that little inner square on the map? That's where the 360 world ended, so right about here. So if we look down, because there's a big line going through from where the Xbox One part started and where the Xbox 360 part ended. It's kind of cool. It's like a little landmark. But yeah, that's the edge of the 360 world. That's how big they used to be. None of this area was built on 360, by the way. This was all Xbox One territory. And most of the old part of the world was on 360 though. Anyway, let's make our way into this treehouse. There are two entrances to it. Well, there's actually three. There's a way to go in from under down there in the Guardian Farm. But yeah, here is one of the entrances. Chris Bro's treehouse. You can do that with I have a video on how to make the signs colourful like that if you want to see. Another entrance here. You can see the game starting to lag a little bit because of how much redstone's going through. Here's the Guardian Farm drop chute. You can get down to the Guardian Farm easy, or you can get back up really easy. You just stand over here, hit the button. If I stand still, it should work. Yeah. You may have heard hoppers in the background as well. That's actually the items we just put in the hoppers at the iron farm, making their way up here. So in this middle part here is a bunch of like item elevators sending the items up. So we make our way to the top of the treehouse. There's actually a quick way, this elevator here. This takes us back down here, but if we press this and you're the host, it actually works really quickly. But this doesn't work for other players, so we don't normally use that. But if we take a look, we can see all our items making their way up to the sorting system up there. These are the items all the way from the iron farm. So the reason this is here is so that we don't have to go back and forth all the time to collect the iron from the iron farm. It just automatically comes up here and goes into the chests. It's pretty cool. And you get to watch it too. So this is the guest area. I actually have enough rooms for 8 people. There are all the beds in there. This is going to be, or was going to be my room. No, Ekimo 4's room. Unfortunately, that never got finished. We got the Cozy Campfire Restaurant. That never got finished. Oof. Game's lagging a bit from the items. This is the Nether portal entrance. It comes through here. This is the second level. This is going to be the shopping area. So my idea was that everyone would have a little area here, like one shop going from here to here, to like a wall there, another shop here, wall there, another shop here. Like I had it all laid out, like kind of like that. That's how big each shop would be. And I built one of the shops. This is a library. And I think this was alright. Little enchantment table if you wanted to do enchanting. And yeah, I was going to build a shop for everyone so they could sell stuff and tend to it. And unfortunately we never got to it. Which sucks. I know. Imagine how cool it would have been to have everyone shopping up here, spending diamonds. This is going to be a pet store with all the different animals. You could buy animals. This was going to be Ekimo 4's redstone shop, I think. I had some of these all planned out in a creative copy. Like some rough designs on how it was going to look on there. But they never got completely finished. Anyway, here's the thing I'm most proud of in this world, I must say. The completely automatic sorting system with built-in subscriber counter. Let me just show you this. This is a 7-segment display. Ekimo 4 helped me build this. Actually, I think he designed it as well. He actually built most of it on his own, but this display is really cool. It counts up from 1 to 2 to 10. I'm not going to go all the way, but yeah, you see, it works for each one. And it would have like a subscriber counter on here. So that we can actually put in how many subscribers we have. This is the redstone for the subscriber counter. Just these 4 modules here. But yeah, all these hoppers. You see these are transporting the items up from the iron farm. These are all being sorted into these chests automatically. These all have individual sorting modules. This goes all the way around the treehouse. And basically it has every single item in the game that you can get in survival. And what you can do is just dump like your whole inventory. There's some input chests scattered around. So you can just dump all your inventory items in one chest. It will take everything. It will run around the whole system and put everything in its own chest properly and neatly. I think this is really cool console. Yeah. Some of the redstone stuff for the display. But yeah, we had like basically every single item. Well, we got no torches left. Diamonds. Got 2 diamonds in there. Emeralds. We got a bunch of emeralds. Coal sorting disabled. Yeah, sometimes some of the modules would break, so we'd have to repair them. Or some of them were built differently, or some of the items like weren't stackable properly. So sometimes some items were turned off by me. So coal we just do manually. But like 90% of these work perfectly. But things like books, you can't stack books, enchanted books like that. So those aren't sorted. But yeah, everything else basically is. And what you do is you just put in, like you come over here, you'd put in, I don't know, I want to get rid of these signs and these pistons. I don't need those anymore. It would send them up through a sorting system and it would send it around and it would go in its correct chest. Or if you had a bunch of shulker boxes, you could just put all the shulker boxes into here and you'd activate the system. There's a lot of fireworks in there, jeez. But yeah, you'd press the button, it would take the shulker box out and it would place it and it would empty it. And that would work quite well. So yeah, we had so many items in this system. Like if we look at the iron, for example, these iron farms pumped out iron. So good. So good. Like I think it goes all the way up to here? No. Well, it fills up the first row of chests. But yeah, those iron farms really filled up the sorting system quite well. And then I did have plans to add another floor to this. So what I wanted to do up here is to have another staircase going up. And let me see if I can just build up for now. Because there's this big area up here that I haven't used. The top of the treehouse, and this was going to be a big like disco clubhouse party type area. At the top of the treehouse, you'd have like a dance floor, disco ball, DJ booth, a little bar for drinks, some tables, maybe a little restaurant. I'd have all these leaves covered up so it wouldn't look like that. It would look like a nice dark club type thing, and it would have been so cool. I had some of it planned out in another world as well. But yeah, we didn't finish up this area, unfortunately. And it's one of the things I really wish we did, this area. Would have been so cool to have a bunch of people on come up here and just party, you know? Put some music on, and chill out, fix up a drink. Yeah. You can imagine how I planned a lot of it. But yeah, that's about all for the treehouse. There is a secret room, like here, I think. Yeah, you need to put a redstone torch down somewhere, and then this is what we called the Treehouse Defense Force, and we were like a secret group that would defend the treehouse. So this is like a button to check the overall security. Treehouse mob infestation 40%. Damage report 0%. Shield power 94%. Treehouse sorter next service in 2023. Redstone 100% working. Treehouse burning danger critical. This is a to-do list. Wait patiently for Update Aquatic and Mojang plus Microsoft to realize their mistakes. That never happened. Oh well. That's the treehouse in its entirety at the moment. I would, I might show off some of the stuff I had planned in the creative copy. Maybe later on, if people are interested, but it's nothing too fancy. It's just some of the shops I had built out. Some of the clubhouse I had done. I had my room designed for the treehouse, and I had Ekimo 4's room designed as well. But those are just a few rooms, like... It's not too much that you're missing. Right, so this is the tunnel to the witch farm. This isn't finished. This whole thing was meant to be covered in carpet. Like you'll see at the end of this tunnel, I started doing it. This here is what it was supposed to look like. But it didn't get done. It's a lot of unfinished projects, and which is why in my survival series now, I kind of like try to guarantee that I do finish things before I move on to something else, because I don't like having multiple unfinished things on a world, because then you never get them done, you see. So yeah, this is the witch farm. So you turn it on, it disables the nether portal, so that the farm can run. See, the problem with this farm is if you leave, like if you unload it wrong, it breaks, so you have to make sure that you turn the farm off before you leave. So we added a switch so that you can't leave until you turn the farm off. So if you turn the farm off, it enables the portal again. But yeah, the witches spawn up there, they get pushed down, and they get killed. Then their loot comes down here, and you basically have infinite redstone, infinite glowstone, infinite sticks, and spider eyes. And glass bottles, of course. There is a little thing here. I think if you shoot right there. Nope. Is it here? Nope. Here? Yeah. That opens up this little redstone area. And there is a ladder. So you can check out the actual design of it. If you want to do some maintenance or something. Yeah, that's what the farm looks like. We had to light up a bunch of the islands around it so that it was so it would run better. The problem is with farms like this, a lot of mobs spawn around it, which means like if mobs are spawning all around this island, this farm won't be very good because there's too many mobs around. So we have to light up the area so that it runs well. Oh, I better get down from here. The witch is coming. I think there's one last thing that I might show you before we hop off. And that's going to be the... Oh no, there's two things. Sorry. I am skipping past a bit of this world's history. Well, not the world's history, but a bit of things on this world that I don't think are very significant and aren't very interesting. Like some random houses are scattered around in places. They're not very good houses. So we're just going to ignore them for now and just do the main parts of the world that people seem to like. Oh, one cool thing is there's a little pop-up crafting table right here. Because we were doing a lot of work in the nether recently. Alright, let me show you the wither... No, not wither. Scout the blaze farm. So... this tunnel obviously isn't done. It was going to be decorated. But the problem was that this blaze farm wasn't efficient enough to be used. So what we did is we had a blaze spawner up here, because this is in a nether fortress. And we built the farm for it. And then we lit up all around. And once we did that, it didn't even work. So the problem with this thing is it's really inefficient. So if we enable it, it'll push the blazes down. I don't know what that guy's doing. But yeah, the blazes come down here, you press this button to bring them half up. And then, after Yep, after it stops, you hit them with the sword, or even you just your fist. It drops the blaze rods and it pulls up the chest. Good way to get blaze rods, except it's very slow because they don't spawn in that quick. The problem was, like, we never figured out what the problem was. Whoops. We lit up the whole fortress, like, lit up the whole area around it, basically. And it was still ridiculously slow. So we don't know what the problem was there, what the cause of it was. It just didn't work out. So we gave up on that. And we did, and that's why we haven't decorated the tunnel, of course. Because it didn't work in the end. It's one of the things that on console, like, console's great, but when you try and build like complicated Java farms like that, there's no guarantee that they would work perfectly. And yeah, we didn't know what to expect because no one ever builds them. No one builds farms like that on console, so we don't know. We couldn't ask anyone, we couldn't look at any videos. Yeah. You're kind of in the dark with this kind of stuff. Alright, let's go to the end portal. This is one of the things that worked out quite well. One of the farms we built. It worked really well, actually. So this goes to the end portal. This tunnel is unfinished, of course. Don't mind that. This is for some reason a zombie spawner. Update changed it for some reason. And there's a little troll thing here. You can actually enter the end portal from underneath. So I blocked off the top of it. And what I do is I stand here and I tell people like, oh, come in. And what they do when they walk through this, if they don't jump at all, there's actually a little carpet, like a fence gate or something under it, so that it raises up this piece of carpet. So if you run through here, you get sent to the end. Very funny. Yeah, I had some plans for the end as well. I was gonna basically clear out the whole island. I was gonna mine out the whole entire island. And I was gonna build my own end island. That's a pretty big project though, so I kind of did it slowly, and I did it over like when I was bored, while working on other things when I finished them and stuff. I actually got pretty far though. I cleared out all the obsidian towers, like all, I think 8 of these obsidian towers. So I sat there for hours and hours just mining obsidian, mining these big massive towers down. You can see the top of them all around there. And yeah, that took a long time, and it's not very fun to just mine obsidian for that long. And yeah, then I started on the end island. Like the end island used to be up to this high. A bit higher than that actually. And I dug it down to here. I put some half slabs down so that the enderman would stop spawning. But yeah, there's a bunch of end stone in here. There's more than that back at the base, but yeah, that's a bunch of it there. And so my plan was to build a big, massive fake end island, like a better looking one. Then I would have a massive enderman farm that was super efficient because there would be nowhere else for the enderman to spawn, basically. So it would be insanely quick. And, oh, this one sort of works, but it's not really, like, not really at all, honestly. Maybe one enderman every 5 minutes. Because there's too many places for them to spawn down here. They always teleport around here, and it's just, yeah. So something else I did is I built a new end farm in here, in the end gateway. This just brings us over here. This tunnel is obviously not finished. I think I built this up a bit and I was like, no, I don't like this tunnel at all. I really don't like this tunnel, and I don't. So I switched to a different design. Let me show you this island really quick though. We lit up this whole island completely so that no endermen spawned on it. Okay, that's important. That's the first thing we did. We lit up all these little structures. We killed all the shulkers. Took every piece of loot. And then we started down here. We went to the bottom of the world. This is very dangerous to build this, by the way. You're on like the bottom of the world, you fall off, you're dead instantly. But yeah, this is the tunnel design I want to use because you can walk up this. It uses carpets and fences and stuff. It's fancy. But yeah, I want to use that design with this type of tunnel thing here. And I started it a bit, but yeah, it looks cool, I think. And yeah, this is the Enderman farm. So you basically just stand here and you go crazy and it sends all the ender pearls up. Gives you so much XP. All the ender pearls go in here. This thing's like overflowing with ender pearls because of how many there are. It's ridiculous. And yeah, this is where you, this is like the old XP area, so you'd come over here, enchant your stuff. There's your ender chest, there's your anvils, there's your lapis if you need it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's how that works. Oh, there's some lag right there. Alright, let's go back. There we go. And credits, and then you get spawned back at the last bed you slept in, which would be this one, because I was working in this area most recently. Oh, this place. I had so many things planned out for this world that never got finished. It sucks. And I wish I had, I wish I spent more time on it. But it's kind of too late now at this point. When this game's discontinued, you can't even get this game anymore. And no one's playing it. If I continued this world, there would be no other players. And that's kind of sad. But oh well, we got pretty far. We did some incredible things on it. And yeah, that's basically my survival world. Wow, I've been recording for about 2 hours now. Let's just have a quick fly over everything in case I miss something. This is the minecart track for the Honor Rail achievement. It goes a few hundred blocks away. There's a lot more history, there's a lot more stories I could tell about it. There was a time when I was mining over here, I found diamonds on the edge of the world, so I couldn't mine them. That's funny. But yeah, that's about it. There's nothing else really interesting I'd like to show off. So I think we're going to end this video here. Thank you for all watching, sticking with me to this point if that's what you've done. And yeah, hopefully you'll stick around, check out my new videos. And yeah, I guess see you in the next one. Goodbye.